Hello, welcome back. So let's have a look at BitTorrent tokens. I haven't made a video on this in a few days, and this is one of the coins I've got better expectations for in the short term anyhow. But we still suffer like everybody else suffers in a market like we are at the moment. So things are looking great. We found our way back down here. We started to pick up and form corrections. Pick up, form a correction. We bounced from the 200 EMA and we bounced a couple of times, but unfortunately the first level of resistance, which we found no problem breaking before, became a significant one for us a second time. Now, this resistance here at 0.00135 should have been a bit more of a resistance this first time, to be honest with you. Because look, we look back at it. I mean, this here we bounced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. We struggled to get above it, and it knocked us back down again. So 6 times before we found this big boom up here and a second one boom up here. So that did kind of surprise me, because it is a stronger resistance than you might have thought. Anyway, it's proven itself to be back again with a vengeance, and we bounced here. Technically this was a bounce again. The 200 EMA was moving up, so it was it had a nice little curve on it, so the support was relatively strong at that point. But now what's happened is we broke beneath it. This has started to decline again, and look, we've got a bendy sort of down, almost down. I mean, it's poking up a little now. Is it poking? Oh, I don't know. It's very sideways, but generally speaking, that looks like it's going down on this 200 EMA. And it's turned to a support. Obviously, it would have done unless this continued to rise. We really needed to rise for it to be a support. Now it's a resistance, unfortunately. However, let's have a look at the MACD. So the MACD says that there is room for buying right now in the very, very short term. So there is a likelihood that we could try and break above it a second time. But what's more likely to take place is if we do break above it, we're probably going to bounce back again from this here before coming back again down to test it and maybe break it again to make another low beneath the 200 EMA. Unfortunately, the market in general is looking to drain the life force out of these alts, and BitTorrent token will not be able to escape that. So Bitcoin is sucking all the money out of these coins because it's making its big journey towards 10 and beyond, and it needs money to do that. So where's it going to get money from? It's going to get money from everybody else's assets. People are selling them up, and coins like this are primed to sell up because they make big moves, you see. So this would have been a great sell. Someone saw this and they break above here and they sell. We saw these huge sell-offs here. Where does that money go? That money will be going into Bitcoin now. Almost certainly going into Bitcoin. It's quite forgiving to come back above here, but yeah, another big sell-off, a sharp sell-off here. All this money going into Bitcoin, I think. So Bitcoin's going to make its journey, where that's where all the money's going. Everybody's on the Bitcoin train, and until it reaches its peak, which your guess is as good as mine, but it could be as much as 10,500 or more before we see a correction and everybody taking their money out again to USDT or other stable coins, and then looking to move them into coins like this again. Now, the only other thing I could say is that if Bitcoin sort of dances around this area that it's at now, around 9,500, if it stays around that area, if it's not being as volatile as it appears to be, then money might trickle out of there and come into these sort of coins again, these assets. But I find that quite unlikely. I think it's more likely that people are going to hold on to their bitcoins now until it makes that journey towards 10 before people start selling it around 10 or above. And then we're going to have a correction probably with Bitcoin, because it will have really, really pushed there. So I think we're going to find a correction, bringing it down anywhere between 15 to 30%, bringing the rest of the market down with it. And then at that point, when all is lost, then we can start to build again. Now, it doesn't mean that we can't start to make moves above here. Well, I mean, we can, but a move like this is unlikely. It's more likely to be smaller moves than any of these with this coin, just because we lack the volume, we lack the money, and now that now that we are looking like we're probably going to form a deeper correction unless we make a sharp boost and attempt to get here, or if we get above there and get above there, then that could be a turning point for us. We need the EMA to bend like it did on this here. We really need to see it start to move up to form a trend, and once that trend has been formed, then we can hopefully use that as support to keep building. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. I hope you have a nice day, and thanks for watching. Take it easy.